Towards the end of that fourth quarter, I mean, what did you like and what didn't you like to kind of pull that out?
Yeah, I think we made just enough plays defensively to get the job done. Offensively, we're a little stagnant. Wanted to get to more actions, and we had a hard time getting to actions. I think we isolated a little too much, got a little bit too predictable, and then it's make or miss. And they're in a heavy shell, box and elbows. It makes it very difficult to get freedom. So, the offense wasn't great down the stretch. LA made some big plays. I think everyone had a turn in making a big play, but I thought the defense, not that it was great, made just enough plays to win the game.
Steve, what is it holding on the way you guys did despite the flaws down the stretch give for the you guys had plenty of success, but the other day things kind of faded at the end. Tonight you found a way to carry it through.
Yeah. Just getting the win, I think was such a positive thing, not just for the win, but it's a long road trip. We got tons of road games coming up. We thought the Cleveland game was winnable, although we didn't play well enough in the first half. So tonight for 3 quarters, I thought we were pretty good. Lots of things to clean up, but in the fourth quarter, didn't play great, but found a way. And so that gives us, I think, a little bit of confidence and builds a little bit of resolve that we can lean on our resilience at times and clean up the technical aspects.
Steve, I think LaMarcus had 19 in the first half, and then he didn't really score until that final stretch. Is that part of the offensive struggle you're talking about? Or is there another reason why maybe you guys went away from him for a while?
Yeah, I think they changed their coverages a little bit. He was getting a lot of pick and pop jumpers in the first half. They kind of took that away. They were going under on James a little bit more. So he wasn't getting into the lane, and then that throwback wasn't there. That was a large part of it. He also happened to get some offensive rebound putbacks and things like that I think, added to his scoring in the first half that wasn't there in the second half when they were keeping us out of the paint. So, but he still made some big plays and had a great night for us.
Was that purposeful to go to him late, kind of settle the offense?
It wasn't actually purposeful, but they switched. And so once they switched and took us out of the action and he had a smaller guy on him, we went to him. So it wasn't directed. No.
Was it James' ankle? Did he turn an ankle late there?
When he was on the floor?
Yeah.
James, I think he felt like he got hit in the head. I think he's fine. Yeah, I think it looked like he got hit like on the top of his head.
What did you see from him overall today? I know the numbers numerically will look fine, but it wasn't quite.
Yeah, I thought he did a lot of good things in the first half. Got into the paint. I thought he made plays for his teammates. Got to the rim. He does a lot for us. So he's allowed to have nights where it's not as efficient as we expect, and it's important on those nights that we find a way to win those games. So tonight, he wasn't necessarily rolling down the stretch, but we found a way to win and support him in that respect. And so that's important. And that's a bit of the resolve I was talking about earlier.
2 weeks, I think, since Kyrie's first game. How would you sum up?
Is that it? 2 weeks? Crazy.
How would you sum up these last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Reintegrating him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. What a pleasure to coach him and have him on our team for the road games. He's obviously such an electric player, such a talent. To add him to our team makes us better. He's a pretty easy guy to try to fit. Now, our team needs to continue to develop what we're doing, what we're going to, how we execute down the stretch, which if we do that will make all of our guys better. And so there's got to be a willingness to kind of, for all of us to try to find compromise, cohesion, being able to run into actions, call actions on the fly down the stretch. And that will, I think, come with time, but Kyrie is not an inhibitor to that. He's been a great add. Obviously, having him on the road has been a big plus for us. And tonight he was brilliant, and big part of why we won.
Christian.
Hey, Coach, got 2 quick ones for you. Just one, where have you seen Day'Ron, I guess, grow the most from when you first met him to now?
I think his understanding of the NBA game he has more of a feel for the actions. They're different than college. There's way more space. You got to cover territory. You got to cover people in space. You got to be able to recover to athletic, talented people that have a slight advantage and try to close down that advantage. And that's a lot different than college. And so, I think he's done a good job of finding kind of some of those reads. He uses his physicality, but he also, I think, uses intelligence. I think he has a good feel for that stuff. It's coming along quickly for a young guy because he does have a natural feel for some of those things. So we knew he has great hands. We knew he's athletic and energetic, but seeing him adapt to the technical aspects of the NBA game has been probably the biggest jump since we met him.
And second, really quickly, I mean, the Wizards got 2 really clean looks at it at the end, and they happen to miss both of them. I mean, what's the feeling when you see those shots in the air and then they both kind of bounce off the rim?
I mean, obviously you're happy when they bounce off the rim, but you're holding your breath when they're up in the air. It was a scrambling, sloppy finish to a game. And, like I said, we found a way. We made just enough plays.
I'm sure you've probably already been asked, but do you have any concerns about the defense tonight? And did it seem like your guys were just sort of trusting the offense to carry them tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the second half, the defense was a little better. I think we made just enough plays defensively in the second half. Offensively, we were great in the first half, and that carried us, but we still gave up 62 points, which was too many. The game kind of was getting away from us a little bit, and we just made enough plays defensively in a game that was getting wilder and wilder as it ticked down. So it's something for us to learn at, something for us to watch the film and be able to grow from, to teach from, and to learn to execute better down the stretch at both ends.